Many people have this assumption that Blackbeard gave Shanks his scar by fighting dirty. Many assume that Blackbeard may have caught Shanks off guard or attacked him when he was already weakened. This is one of the biggest misconceptions in the entire series, and there is proof as to why this is completely wrong. I believe Blackbeard will be revealed to not be only having multiple devil fruits, but also one of the most powerful Conqueror's Haki users in the entire series, up there with Shanks and Luffy. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed the video. When Shanks met with Whitebeard, we first hear about how Blackbeard gave him that scar. Throughout the countless battles and scars he's received, the one he receives from Blackbeard is the one that hurts the most. But more importantly, Shanks tells Whitebeard when referring to this scar, "It didn't happen because I was careless." This is important because we know that Blackbeard tends to fight dirty, and of course Whitebeard would know that as well. So this quote by Shanks is the only way to clarify that Shanks took Blackbeard on seriously and still managed to get scarred. Shanks implies that Blackbeard is stronger than or just as strong as Mihawk, and I assume this was before Blackbeard even got his devil fruit. Shanks was there for one reason, and that was to convince Whitebeard to stop Ace from going after Blackbeard. Shanks knew that even though Ace was a 2nd Division commander to the Whitebeard Pirates, he would eventually lose to Blackbeard's overwhelming power. This would then lead to a war, which was Marineford, but is it possible that Shanks also wanted to protect Ace because he was Roger's son? Shanks points out that Whitebeard knows exactly what he's talking about when it comes to Blackbeard's strength and power. And this is because Whitebeard and Shanks are both aware of Blackbeard's hidden latent abilities that he's been saving up, hiding in the shadows, as Shanks says. Blackbeard kept a low name, hiding in the shadow of the gray Whitebeard until he finally had the power that he needed to become a true conqueror. He even mentions how relentless Blackbeard's will is, and that someone like him will one day even come for Whitebeard himself. In many ways, Shanks is admitting to Whitebeard that Blackbeard is the ultimate conqueror, someone who would even stab his own father in the back. Throughout the many years, people have speculated about Blackbeard's Haki ability, but when I go back and look at what Conqueror's Haki is, the manifestation of the strongest will, and with Blackbeard's will in particular, the strongest one according to Shanks, the strongest will. So I'm here to predict that Blackbeard will have insane power, possibly even more powerful than Shanks. Many like to say that Blackbeard's power is mostly due to his devil fruit, but Blackbeard may end up having the most powerful Conqueror Haki up there. I can't help but to think that Blackbeard will end up the most powerful Yonko, even stronger than Kaido, Shanks, Big Mom, and even Luffy. We know that there are some connections Oda is painting between Rocksteady Xebec and Blackbeard, from the name Xebec being the name of Blackbeard's ship gathering at Fulale Island, and they both have the will of D. So if Xebec was Roger's greatest enemy, it wouldn't surprise me to see Blackbeard become Luffy's greatest enemy by the end of the series. If Rocks really wanted to become the king of the world, that would make him the ultimate conqueror. I believe that this is something that Blackbeard has understood from a young age. It's so recognizable when you meet him that even someone like Shanks can clearly see this, and when Rocks gathered his crew, it's very similar to Blackbeard, who was able to gain followers out of the most vicious criminal pirates ever. Shanks, Luffy, and Blackbeard were able to gather insanely powerful allies in this law of attraction. This is something that has a lot to do with Conqueror's Haki. So this is why I believe these three are on an entire other level when it comes to Conqueror's Haki. Ambition and willpower is insanely powerful, specifically with Luffy and Blackbeard. We don't know much about Shanks yet, right? We don't know his motivations. We know Shanks is going to be a powerful Conqueror's Haki user, but as it goes right now with what we know about from Blackbeard, Luffy, and Shanks, is Shanks a true conqueror in the fact that he wants to take over everything? Or like in Luffy's case, he wants to be the king of the pirates. Like, what is Shanks' motivation? There are many theories about Blackbeard getting a third devil fruit. I do think that's possible. We don't know how Blackbeard's body works, and yeah, he was able to use 2 devil fruits, so if you can have 2, my idea is why not 3? What is the limit. We don't know if there is a limit yet. When you already broke the rules of One Piece, why limit yourself? And I'm sure Oda will explain it down the line, but Luffy clashed immediately when he met with Blackbeard. And I think the reason why is because their motivations, their ambitions, their wills are so powerful. When you have two top dogs in the same room, it's gonna shake things up, man. You can't have two guys with the same mentality in the same room. They're going to clash or they're gonna love each other. And what do we know about Blackbeard and Luffy? There's a lot of similarities. They also directly clash with each other in many ways. Shanks and Blackbeard had a long history, a beef that has lasted decades. Shanks, an apprentice to the Roger Pirates, he witnessed greatness. Pirates so legendary that even Akainu had a sense of respect towards him. And on the other hand, we have Blackbeard, who was an orphan that joined the Whitebeard crew decades ago. Buggy claims that Shanks was always a great fighter, so I think it's safe to say that at one point Blackbeard fought against Shanks when they were both young apprentice pirates. Blackbeard is a character who seeks power and is the definition of a pirate. And when I look at One Piece, Blackbeard fits the mold of the truest captain. The difference that we've seen so far between Shanks and Blackbeard is that Shanks is a man who has been portrayed to maintain order. He can confront the Gorosei, he can confront Whitebeard, he can stop a war. And meanwhile, Blackbeard is power hungry and his actions create an ultimate chaos within the world of One Piece without worry of repercussions. And Shanks is also a character who is very piratey. He's the reason Luffy became a pirate in the first place. So to see these two completely opposite characters, they are both depictions of legendary pirates, and we're talking about One Piece. They show with hundreds of pirates, so that just goes to show about how Oda designed and portrayed both Blackbeard and Shanks so well. So let's get down to the real important question: will Blackbeard kill Shanks? Honestly, I hope not. Personally, I hope he doesn't, because Shanks has not even been properly introduced or reintroduced into the story, and for him to go out getting killed by Blackbeard, for me that's a massive disappointment. I would be okay with Blackbeard defeating Shanks, but killing him, it would frustrate so many fans because we've been waiting 1,000 chapters and Shanks to only show up and die. Oh man, that would frustrate so many people, right? So I don't think Shanks is gonna die. I don't want him to die. It is possible, and what I'm saying about Blackbeard being this powerful, he's not going to care. He's not going to care if he kills Shanks, so it's definitely possible. But at the end of the day, I think you can tell just how much I love Marshall D. Teach, or Blackbeard. My profile picture is reminding everyone that Blackbeard scars Shanks fair and square. My channel name, Marshall D. Preach, you know, you got the pun right there. He's one of the greatest characters in One Piece, someone who I am so excited for in the future of One Piece. When I think of pirates, Blackbeard is the truest form of a pirate. But let me know in the comments, what is your favorite Blackbeard theory, and will Blackbeard be the strongest Conqueror's Haki user in the entire series when it's all said and done? I know many people think that he doesn't even have Conqueror's Haki, which is just insane to me. And recently I made a poll, who is stronger, Blackbeard or Shanks? The last time I checked, Shanks was ahead 70% to 30. That's wild. And I know, man, we got the Shanks fanboys in here and Blackbeard's a villain. Come on, man, like there's gotta be closer than that, at least 50-50, right? So anyways guys, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and have a great day.